Because my philosophy is, if you go into other thing, you might happen the same problem again. You might do halfway, then you think that it's tough, you think that you're not good enough, then you'll quit anyway. You'll quit again and again. Yeah. So why don't choose one thing? Yeah, try your very best, give in your 100%, 200%. Don't care about what people are saying, don't care about other noises.
Okay.
Yeah. Then if you believe in yourself, just do it.
Hi, my name is Kai Chan, a financial consultant, creator, and your host of the Creative Heart Show. In today's episode, I sit with Sham Adam. Founder of Be Salon, it's been said that he's the most loved hairstylist in Singapore. We talked about determination being key to pursue through obstacles of one's passion, being truly consumer-centric and caring for your employees. And as we speak, he's out there impacting lives, one hair image at a time. Enjoy the show.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Creative Heart Show. Today I'm very excited. In fact, I've been looking forward to this episode. We finally talked to this guy, this man right here. His name is Sham Adam.
Hi everyone.
Yeah, my hairstylist for I think
About 8 to 10 years.
I was thinking more.
It's probably
When
about
was your
10,
last year in Kimage?
My last year in Kimage was about 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
So I think about 8 to 9 years.
Yeah, about
that's probably quite right. So about a decade. Hairstylist, and why I've actually been so excited to actually talk to him. A few reasons is because I've known him, even though I mentioned hairstylist, right? But I've never really seen him as a hairstylist. He's just a guy that happens to do my hair.
Okay.
For the past 10 years, I've always had this, gravitation towards him because he's really more than just a business person. He's made me feel like just any one of his friends for over a decade, and that's why I feel that he's the person that I've actually been looking forward to actually speak to, and that's why I feel that this episode is going to be quite epic. There's going to be a lot of learnings because I'm really looking forward to actually pick his brains, his business experience, his approach towards customers, his customer service, which I've always been really admiring.
Thank you.
So yeah, but before we really go into the good parts, I just want him to for those people who have actually got to know you, your origin story, because I know you've actually been in Kimage, and then after that you've had a very successful career in salon bin. Now that you're actually established for yourself, his own hair salon now at Be Salon. But I just want you to actually go to a bit of your origin story.
Okay.
Through all the conversations that we've had over the years, we touched on a little bit about your life back in Alor Setar and all that. But I just wanted to know, growing up, right, what sort of a kid were you?
What sort of kid? I think I'm a little bit playful and quite timid also. It's just like now we are doing this interview, I'm actually feeling a bit uncomfortable. So which is like my self-esteem is not as good, but until I start doing hairdressing, I found the confidence level to elevate myself with what I'm doing for my client, because I know that with my skill I can actually train myself and talk more about the lifestyle, and that's what I can go into helping people train myself and cut a very good hairstyle to improve my customer lifestyle as well.
When you were young, right, when was that first idea that you realized that, hey, I want to actually try hairdressing? Was that the thing that you realized since young?
Not quite actually.
Or you tried a couple of things and then after that you realized that, oh, I think hairdressing is something that I have a little bit more interest in, and that's why I'll go into it?
Okay, definitely I like art, and I didn't try much on other field other than hairdressing. Probably about music. Yeah, I trained a couple of instruments. I know that that's what I like about
your teenager.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is because I came from a quite poor family, I would say, not so well to do, but fully covered.
Right.
And I realized one thing when I grew up. It's very expensive to actually go into the musician lifestyle. Yeah, which is when you are young, you are not so sure about how the society works.
Yeah.
And a little bit naive. So I didn't know that you have to spend so much money. I mean, to become a like musician.
Okay.
So I found another way, which is like my mom told me that she only have like 10,000.
Oh.
Okay, to actually help me to finish all my like study, because I don't really like to take loan also. So with the 10,000, right, I believe that the hairdressing is only one thing that for me to actually can take a certificate, take a license in a way, like into hairdressing, without spending much money.
Okay. Remind me if I am wrong.
Okay.
It actually came to a conversation before that last time. Was it something that your mom immediately supported you on in terms of like, you know,
no, actually,
mom, I want to do hairdressing. Like,
no. At first, right,
like?
my mom is like just a very ordinary mom, which is like most of the parents, I don't see that they allow their kid to like, you know, like quit study,
Right.
and just go into like, you know, training their skill. Because most of the parents, they actually want their children to like, you know, take a degree, take a very good cert, then you can actually work like 9 to 5 job. So like, you know, that is like the normal parent would do.
Okay.
So we was like having a little bit of confusion, and like I think there's a bit of conflict whether my mom allowed me to like, you know, really travel into the hairdressing. And I was quite lucky because I have 3 sisters.
Yes.
And like most of my sisters, they are like came out and work already.
Yeah.
So they can't pursue their dream, and they see that I really like what I'm doing. So they kind of suggested, just let him do what he wants. Yeah. So that's the reason that actually I got into the hairdressing without much like family problem.
Like family saying
rejection,
no, rejection and all
Yeah.
that. What was your first encounter with hairdressing? Like, was it someone that you saw that, oh wow, that looks like something that I can fulfill my artistic side on me? Like, was there someone?
Was there someone? If I have to find an idol, right?
Yeah.
That would be back to like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
20 plus years. There's this show called The Beautiful Life, starring by Takuya Kimura. And he was a hairdresser inside that show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like 20 plus years, you know, the J-pop is so in. And he's actually starring as a Japanese hairstylist.
movie?
Yeah, it's a Japanese, it's not a movie, it's a series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So in that show, right, I realized that, okay, it's actually not as easy that to just like, you know, learn skill and become a hairdresser. There is so many things that you have to practice. There's so much theory, and there's like a lot of hard work.
Okay.
So I believe that part, right, I know that I have that kind of determination, which is I believe that if I choose one thing, and if I want to practice with skill, right, I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would say that is like one of the person that kind of influenced me. But it's a science fiction. It's not a real person.
Yeah.
But he represents, right, that period of time of hairdresser, like how we actually can see so much from like just cutting hair,
Right.
but you became very successful. Yeah, but it's not a real story. It's just that, you know,
I understand.
something that it kind of pushed me
So
towards
that was the
hair
one that kind of initiated it, or before that you already have an idea, and then that was like something that inspired you to want to go into it?
Okay, if we're talking about inspiring, right?
Yeah.
I think like in my teenage life, I tried to cut my own hair.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did that because
Solid,
yeah, because like you see, in my hometown, right,
Yeah.
we don't actually have like a so-called like a good hairdressing. Yeah, I believe they have it now.
Okay.
But back in those days, right, it's more like a barber cut. So it's
Okay.
like a very cheap, like, you know, you just have to cut hair. Then I was like, I'm not satisfied at all. Whenever I go in, right, I feel that like things that they cut for me, I feel that it can be better.
Right.
Yeah, because I think that is the gift about me. When I'm looking into like TV show, things like that, I'm looking at the hairstyle. Actually, it can be done better. But why during that time, right? My hometown, there's no one stylist can cut the kind of hair. So I try myself. Yeah. So that is like, you know, kind of inspired me, you know.
Okay.
I believe that I can cut better.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, without a doubt, like once I finish my school day, right? Yeah, I straight go into hairdressing.
Go into the course now.
Yeah, go into the course.
So you did the course in Malaysia?
No, I did a course in Singapore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I finished my secondary school when I was 17.
Okay.
My mom straight away dragged me into Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah, because also that year my grandmother passed away, which is she's the one who look after me. Well, my mom had to work outside, and no one at home to take care of her. So my grandmother passed away, and that is one of the, I would say, push for myself. Yeah,
That you are now the one in charge.
in charge of.
Like, because she's already kind of supported you.
Oh yeah, because no one looked after me already. Yeah. Then my mom just said that you have to come out to Singapore. Yeah.
Have you always been a very independent kid?
You're
the young. You mentioned three sisters.
Three sisters. I'm the youngest. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, independent in a way, right? Because mom is not around, and my dad passed away when I was very young, so we have to taking care of ourselves. So,
Right.
Which is you have to think right, because my mom have a very interesting character. The way that she teach me and groom me, right? She would just tell me that you know what you have to do. Okay. Yeah, you are big enough, you're mature enough, you know what is right and what is wrong. And that's how I have to be a little bit more self-disciplined in that way.
Right.
Yeah.
So would you say that your kind of drive, your kind of discipline, would it be something that is actually probably stem from your childhood a little bit, or would you say that the person that you are now is very different, where maybe you think that previously you were more like a sport brat or anything like that, or because your drive, right? It's something that I feel that a lot of people, very few people actually have.
Yeah.
I want to know which part of your childhood actually kind of really helped to nurture and encourage that. What would you
Maybe it's because of a broken family.
Okay.
Yeah, and the thing is, we all know that we need money to survive, which is money is not everything, but it creates a lot of small issues. And get to know that I have to earn more money, which is that I need something.
Right.
So I start to think what is the thing that can actually help me to build a better lifestyle. And at first I never thought that hairdressing can actually make it so great. It's more I just simply have a dream to do a haircut, using my a little bit of my style, and using my skill to actually build money. That's all. But I never thought that it can actually be greater than that.
So it was a pretty innocent approach.
At first, yes. But along the years, you kind of see how the market change,
right.
And a little bit on your own personality and character as well. Whether you want to actually keep on pushing yourself, because the society change. Every few months, the trend changes also, and whether you are keen enough, right, to work things out. Whether you are keen enough to actually keep pushing, which is the drive come in, right? I would say that is because I don't have all these things before. Yeah. So in order to achieve something, well, I would say that you just have to keep pushing yourself. Yeah.
So you came to Singapore. You did. How long was the course?
About 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah, I remember it's there's 2 courses.
All right.
Okay, back then it's they call it NTC. Now they call it NITEC.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the cert that came out from
So
IT.
basically the same, NTC and NITEC.
I'm not too sure whether it's the same.
Okay.
It's the module thing. They
Okay.
kind of changed the name.
Okay.
So I think it's 6 months and 9 months. Yeah, 6 months and 9 months, about a year plus. Yeah.
So how old were you at this again?
17.
17.
Yeah.
You came to Singapore at 17.
Yeah. So with these 2 courses, right, then you can get a so-called license. Yeah. It's don't get me wrong. It's not you finish this course, right, you can straight away become a hairdresser.
Of course.
No. It's only
a start only.
Yeah, it's just a start.
A foot going in.
Exactly.
But the experience still have to be earned.
You have to keep polish up. Yeah. This is a problem that we are facing nowadays.
Okay.
Because a lot of like I would say the junior stylists or like those people who just join the industry, they might think that once they have a cert, they can be a hairdresser, they can cut hair for people, and they can do like most of the color or things like that. But that is not the case. Which is like if you really want to become quite a good hairdresser, you have to go through a lot of training. Fundamental is the most important key. Yeah, which is a little bit of my story is like, okay, when I was a junior stylist, I also have the same problem.
Right.
Yeah, because of ego problem. Yeah, a little bit of egoistic. You thought that you can do this and that. When you're young, the drive for it became a little bit haywire. Because you might think that because of your drive, you can cut anything you want. So you kind of like try to be creative. You try to like do things that you thought is right, but end up right, all the haircut is just cannot make it.
Can't wait.
Yeah. So it took me a while.
Okay. More rebellious lah the time.
Maybe I would say that it's an initial part of being a hairdresser.
Okay.
Yeah, because like you are from like a junior assistant, someone who like learning hairdressing. Suddenly, when you became a hairdresser, you thought that you are good enough already. But it's quite a mistake.
Okay.
Like, but I gained experience through like the first few years, like how and what I have to do.
And sorry, so you started your first few years in Kimage, right?
Kimage, yeah.
Right, Kimage.
Yeah. And then I realized that to do a very good haircut, which is like what I'm saying, like because I like cutting hair, so I need to make sure that I have good enough skill to actually like give it back to the client. I believe in customer service. Yeah. So which is that I kind of like keep blaming on myself why I can't do it.
So even when you were like in your first few years, you already have the notion that
I roughly know what is a good presentation for the client.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what I have to do as a junior stylist.
Okay.
What I need to cut, what I need to give it back to the client, which is like I have more expectation. That
on yourself.
On my side and whatever that I give back to the client.
Okay.
Yeah. So I kind of I saved. Then I realized that the tool set that I initially got it right is not enough. Is like not enough to become a good stylist.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Skill wise,
yeah.
Okay.
And all the fundamental wise. Yeah. So I need to travel out. Yeah. I save money. Like every year we'll travel out to a different country. Yeah. Japan. Do I have to say this?
Yeah.
We go to a few countries like UK, Japan.
So it's all for the causes lah.
All for the causes, yeah. Like that's why my first 10 years in hairdressing, right? Yeah. I don't really spend so much time for myself, as in to go and enjoy the world.
Okay.
Every year when I go out traveling, right?
Yeah.
It's always training.
It's always training.
Yeah, it's always training. And the reason that like why it's only training, right? Because I feel that if you want to actually master the skill, yeah, if you really want to call yourself a hairdresser, you must understand what is hairdressing. Yeah, that's also the reason that why I came up with the idea. Like haircutting is all about the lifestyle. Okay. It's not about like just cutting a hair. You see, trend instantly change. Every few months you see like a different hairstyle. Like a different branding, they will came up with a different collection. But does all the collection right work on every individual? So you have to be very sensitive about it. You have to like be very fast learner. You have to go and figure it out. Which hairstyle and what kind of color combination is okay for a certain individual. Yeah. Therefore, you have to like read the client. You have to talk to the client. You have to really share their lifestyle before you can even create a hairstyle for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But of course, all these comes with experience, or was it? Or all these things are kind of like some of the things that are being covered theoretically when you went to these courses.
No, It's not covered.
So you went to
actually.
these courses is
Yeah.
to know like the people in the industry, talk to them about the experience, or what do you do at these courses?
Okay, when we go to the courses, right, it depends on which company.
Right.
But most of the education hairdressing system, they will teach you about hair cutting.
Right.
Yeah, not so much about like how to talk to the client. Yeah, that's the part that like many hairdressers they kind of lacking of. Like I wouldn't say most of the hairdressers, but some of them they might like don't figure out. They forgot about like, does this hairstyle like actually will go into the customer lifestyle?
Okay.
Yeah, and it's because the academy they don't teach. They won't tell you that oh, you have to know like your client, what kind of good people that she or he is meeting,
Okay.
and about their occupation, things like that. So it's all about like being creative. Like what you have to cut a very avant-garde hairstyle.
Okay.
You have to do like a crazy hairstyle to impress your client. But the problem is like you can't impress your client if you give a wrong haircut. Yeah, and so some of the school they does teach you a little bit on the what should I say, the image side.
Right.
Yeah, so you have to like constantly pick things up along the way. Yeah.
So your strength was being able to observe and pick the things.
Yeah,
that you-
observation. I thought that is one of my strengths. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but still have to go through the experience. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like once you like know that you are sensible enough or
Okay.
like you are observation enough,
Right.
then you can do whatever it is. No, you still need to like read a lot. You still have to go through a lot of study. That whether this thing work or not.
I think it will be very beneficial, right? Like the next few minutes that we were gonna go into. Like imagine if, let's say for example, aspiring hairstylist or a creative or an artist that happens to actually watch this episode or this
Okay,
this
okay.
itself. To talk about you had that years where you were kind of like a bit more rebellious, a bit more creative without sticking to the system.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm sure slowly you found that this is actually more of a pace to go and things like that.
Okay.
So that few years, I think up to before I actually knew you, what would you say, like how do you actually change as a hairstylist or a hairdresser over the years since the beginning?
That part about me, I think that would be one of the very struggling part.
Okay.
Yeah, because you try to please everyone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Meaning?
which is like most of the client come in, right?
Okay.
You're trying too hard. Like I think for myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying too hard to actually please most of the client. Like
What do you do?
what do I do?
For
Maybe,
example.
I think I try to use whatever collection there is in the market to mix and touch, give it to every client without knowing that whether they can take it or not.
So you think that this is the way to go, and then it's a template.
Yeah.
You found that, so you actually
Something
cannot
like
template the haircut.
Yes.
Okay.
And also, I think few of the mistake is more like I thought this is it. I thought that this is going to be the hairstyle that it will work for the client.
Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't study enough.
Right.
I didn't ask enough.
Right.
Yeah, to actually even begin with the haircut.
Okay.
Yeah. So rebellious as in, I would say that too confident. Yeah. When you're too confident, you make a lot of wrong judgment.
Then what happened to that actually kind of helped to wake you up from this?
I think
Was it a feedback from a client, or was it a feedback from a senior?
no. I
How
will
do you
always
go about
ask feedback actually.
Okay.
I always ask feedback from a client. Like ask them that like if they come on the next visit, I will ask them about, so how do you feel about the last haircut, things like
Okay.
that, just to get a little bit more like insight out of it. And I think I'm lucky enough that the hairdressing back then, right,
Yeah.
is not so competitive.
Mm.
Which is the customer will give you a lot of chances.
Okay.
Like even you don't do a very good job, but the customer will still come back for you. Yeah, because there's not too many salon back then. But now it's different. Yeah, now it's like I would say that if the hairdresser they want to really get well paid in this line, they have to be really, really good at it. Yeah.
Very good in the sort of skill.
Skill, not only skill, you must have your signature. Yeah, if you don't brush enough, if you don't polish enough, if you don't have like your own personality too,
What is that signature? Like,
just like what are you good at your cut?
Okay.
Are you good with bob haircut, one length, coloring? You must came up with a certain idea.
okay.
Yeah.
And the clients recognize that? Because I don't know, like
Yeah, they-
speaking as someone from out of the industry,
Okay,
as just
okay.
a normal consumer,
Yeah.
I give you my perspective. Maybe because I'm a guy lah.
Okay.
But I don't know. Maybe Fiona can actually share with me her perspective
okay.
as well. But as a normal consumer, right, when I go into a hairstylist, actually sometimes I feel bad telling him this lah. Like I actually think no, really. I think the haircuts that you've been giving me are always very good.
Okay,
But
okay.
sometimes he actually try a bit more adventurous
Yeah.
stuff. But to me, at the end of the day, still the same.
I know.
So to me, right, what always draw me, keep drawing, I find myself drawing back to him, right, time and time again, and now it's like almost like a decade is almost gone.
Okay.
It's just his personality, no?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so to me, right, when you talk about signature, right, I would think that is your personality. But you mentioned that apparently there is like a certain strength in terms of the craft itself.
The craft itself.
Whether it's a bob cut or anything like that. Is that what clients, based on your opinion, is that what they usually see? Or most of them are like me?
No. If come to the ladies, right?
Yeah.
They would actually look up for something that they would like to do.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's just a guy thing.
Yeah.
Is it the same for you? Do you recognize certain cuts? Like, oh, you do,
Yeah.
like you know that, like ladies generally do that? Like, for example, oh, this hairstylist is good at short hair, and this hairstylist is good at
Yeah.
oh, is that
There is, yeah.
Sorry for my ignorance.
No, it's okay. But it's actually part of the marketing also.
Okay.
Like what you are good at, then you sell that one particular thing.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe some people they are very good with color, highlight, balayage.
Okay.
Or it can be like multiple color. Yeah. So the stylists have to know are they good at it? Do they want to sell this?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the craft thinking that I'm talking about.
So if it's so many different crafts, right? How do hairstylists like choose, like, or is it something that they feel like they like this craft, so they will start to niche into this?
Okay, this is a
style?
very interesting
Yeah.
question because it's only in Asia, or like I would say most of the South Asia. This is how the hairdressing works. You have to learn everything.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, from washing hair, blow dry, perming, coloring, treatment. You have to know almost everything.
Okay.
Yeah, but not every single stylist they can do that. You see, like if you are talking about European and USA, right? Actually, the stylists only need to like know one skill, which is like if you are cutting hair, they call themselves a cutter.
Okay.
Or like they are the hairdresser. So they don't need to worry about like color because they have another person who in charge of color. They call them colorists.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So they don't need to like split themselves into two parts. Like they just like I do the haircut, you do the color. Yeah.
Okay.
But in South Asia it's a bit different. We almost have to do everything.
Has it always been like this since you started?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's still about
It's still
same.
the same. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the industry doesn't really work into like how the Europe doing.
Okay.
Yeah, they break into a two section. Some of the salon they actually did try before.
Right.
Like they break into a few column. Yeah, hairdresser, colorist, perma, but it doesn't work out very well.
Okay.
Yeah, because I personally thought that the local market, most of the client they prefer like one in charge. Like if you're my hairdresser, you should be the one who take care of me. Yeah, so I like that. I like that idea also because I have to be the one who like doing all the creation for my customer. It's not necessarily like I'm the one who do everything, but it have to be. I will have some assistant, right? I will have the assistant help me, but I'll be the one who like create the product. Yeah, I think in the local market, the customers still prefer this way.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. So your experiences. So how many years do you spend in Kimage?
11.
11 years.
Yeah.
And I know you on the last 2 years.
The last 2 years, yeah.
The total hair experience now.
It's coming to 20 already.
20 years,
Yeah,
2 decades.
yeah, yeah.
Then the next chapter was Salon Din.
The next chapter is with Salon Mim, yeah. Yeah. But like, okay, these two companies, they give me a different idea. They give me a very different journey about how to become a hairdressing. As for Kimage, I think they more focus on like, I would say, what do you have to sell? Yeah, because it's a chain. Yeah. Then the things they promoting is different. Not hairstylist, but it's more on branding.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more like, okay, you have to do this. This is going to be the collection for the next 3 months. Yeah, so you have to do this.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I see.
Then when it comes to Salon Rim, Salon Rim is more interesting in a way that they focus on almost everything.
Right.
Yeah. And it's also like maybe it's a bit too messy because when you try to work with everything, you will be kind of messed up. Yeah, because you're not too sure like what you're good at already. Yeah. But what I learned from Rim, I would say, is marketing. Yeah.
More of self,
yeah.
how to market yourself.
How to market yourself. Yeah. How to market yourself. How to build your own like the hair logic. What you can sell to the client, and it's not about like the trend itself. Yeah.
I see. So you spent how many years ago?
In Salon, I think almost 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah, 6 to 6.5. About that. Yeah.
If you can recall in your life, I mean, not necessarily during your years in Salon, but your entire hairdressing career.
Okay.
Can you recall any worst experience with that?
Worst experience.
Yeah. Worst experience with a customer. How did it feel like? What did it teach
definitely
you?
there's a few bad experience. Like okay, customer come in with a certain expectation.
Right.
They will show you a couple of pictures. They want this and that, and you know that like whatever they have, right, cannot achieve.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have to try to advise them.
Right.
Yeah. So this will come with a consultation already. Yeah. Because okay, when I have the bad experience, it's more like when I'm not good with my consultation yet. I do not have a good experience enough to share what can be done. Yeah.
Okay.
So they will actually throw things at you. They will ask you no, I want this. Yeah. It's more like the customer will do all the same, but the real consultation is actually have to do it like both people have to listen to each other.
Understand.
Yeah. The stylists have to understand what is the need, and then the stylists have to tell the client what can be done. Yeah. So the worst experience will be the customer don't accept your opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, they just want their hairstyle.
Okay.
Yeah, they just want you to achieve their expectation without knowing that whether can or cannot.
So is that something that you you try to teach the juniors as well?
Yeah, in my salon we actually very much focus into consultation.
Okay.
We will ask our stylists to ask a few questions first. Yeah, before even decide on the hairstyle. I think the key thing is really to listen.
So that's
what
the
the
part
customer
that
needed.
you would say that one should pay attention to the most.
Yes.
Because if not, the subsequent experience it's going to be a lose-lose situation for everyone.
Okay, what I always say this to my staff. Being a hairdresser, hair cutting or hair coloring is a must to know. Yeah, it's not like oh, you're really good at it. No, it's something that you have to be done.
Okay.
But it's more like what is the what's the word?
What else you bring to the table?
No, what's the element? Yeah, what is the element? What is the need from the client?
Okay.
Then you can actually give it to them.
Okay.
That's more important, which is that you have to find out through the consultation. Yeah.
So like if what like how do you really teach them? Like this kind of thing, it's like a one-to-one, I would say, stylist.
We do a lot of role play.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we
I
do
see.
role play. We always ask a question through our experience.
I see.
Like, what is the worst question?
Okay.
Yeah, what is the very difficult question?
Okay.
Then we will try to bring it to the training. Then we will try to figure out what to do.
So this is
Yeah.
actually this soft skill part of things is
Yeah.
really a part of the training.
Oh yeah, it's very important. Yeah.
Cool. Makes sense. Because
Yeah.
usually like even for finance or any other career, basically the part, I mean different industries call it very differently. Your industry will call it consultation.
Yeah.
My industry calls it consultation as well.
Okay.
Other industries basically just call it as listening to your customers. But I think this
okay.
part is really the make or break of the entire journey
I
later
know.
on.
Yeah, this part if you don't do well, that's it already. Yeah. The whole section will be gone.
Because I feel that through engaging you, right, and through our conversations many years, you always believe in this very transformative customer experience. That someone actually goes to a salon, leaving it feeling very different, we want to actually eventually come back again. I want to know, because we were actually talking about how important it was, but I also want to know, why is it so difficult in your opinion to practice it in your industry? Is it something that's very difficult? Because if it's something that's easy, right, I would think that every single salon is practicing.
I think most of the hairdresser, when they come to hairdressing journey, right, their first idea is all about haircutting.
Okay.
Yeah, the first thing they will talk about will be how am I going to cut this hair for the client? How am I going to train to get a better haircut?
Yeah.
But without much knowledge about the soft skill.
Okay.
Yeah, because you see, right, every customer, they will have their own client to meet also. I mean, this is for you. You have to face your client also.
Okay.
Okay. If I do not understand that what kind of client that you are facing, right, then I'll be do any hairstyle for you. Yeah, because it can be very interesting. I can do a punk cut. I can based on your appearance.
Yeah.
Then I just give you a very tidy look.
Okay.
But I believe that you have to be quite stylish also when you're facing your client. So that would be the soft skills part that you have to polish. But not every hairdresser, they actually understand that beside your skill, you have to bring up your own personality. Yeah. So that is how you actually have to help your client to build up their own image as well. Yeah.
For the record, he has been the reason, other than my wife, been the reasons why I actually break out of my hair pattern. So when you first knew me, right,
You got
I think oh yes, I did. Yeah. And so
I remember. I give it in. I still help you to cut the
so
tail.
that was the consultation period.
Because that's almost 9-10 years ago. I didn't push you enough.
Okay.
I didn't tell. I didn't straight away cut you that you shouldn't have the tail.
Okay.
Yeah, I give you a few chances.
Yes.
Yeah. Then until I feel that maybe we build up some trust in
It
between.
wasn't just tail, it was actually now I remember I look back at the pictures,
Yeah.
I couldn't be more nerdy than the nerds.
Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I need to understand you.
Yes.
Then I have to restyle, recut an image for you.
Okay.
Yeah, because I thought it's important. Yeah.
At which stage would you say because maybe I feel that for your customers that even when we actually met your other customers as well, we feel that their relationship with you is basically just as warm as we do it, or even more. I just want to know, like, through our even our relationship, right, our friendship, our clienteleship, right, through the years, at which stage that you felt that, or is the skill that actually that plays a part whereby you know that this guy or this lady is ready for me to really more advise a bit more.
I mean, like, like how long me and my client we know each other?
Yeah,
Or?
like typically.
Okay, it depends on what client.
Okay.
Yeah, because some customer they come to you, right?
Yeah.
Through some introduction, or you can search you online through the marketing. So I need to ask the customer a few questions, like whether they have seen some of the product that I did before. They some of my creation, and if yes, right, then I'll be more confident to ask them, do you guys ready to change?
Okay.
Yeah, if they feeling adventurous, if they come in to actually get like a new thing, right, then I will show them a few things first before we jump into it. But I will always like to know one thing from the client first, whether they really want to change. Yeah, if they are not, right, then maybe I will go a bit slow. Yeah, like for the first round, maybe I will just perform a haircut, like without like like give a very big image changing. Yeah, just perform a haircut, because I want to know that whether they take care of the hair.
And also, like, I think different people, even when they say yes, I'm ready for change, different people
exactly
are ready.
Their
different
ready
stand, right?
level is different,
Right?
Yeah.
Like, because as you say that, right, I was thinking last time when I say ready also, I'm like, ready but not too adventurous.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to know your shit. I can always say that. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to understand, like, there is a what kind of customer there is. Yeah. So if you be able to, like, find out the juice about it, right, then you are going to be safe. Yeah.
So through your experience of, like, through these years of hairdressing, and when you first started, right, I'm sure it was not a sudden realization that, oh, this is going to be my passion. Was it something like that? It wasn't, right? It was a gradual stage. Was it
the passion came from the movie series that I talked about earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, and that is because you're young, and you idolize someone. Yeah, when you idolize someone, you will try to, like, be like one of them.
Right.
But without knowing that whether you are ready or not.
Right.
Yeah. So I would say that yes, I do have the passion, but you need to go through a lot of things.
Yeah, correct, exactly.
Yeah.
Because, like, the years that you mentioned that you were struggling,
Yeah.
I think to a lot of people they would have actually probably left.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So what kept you on? Was it like you realized that?
Okay, I need to rewind this a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, the passion only come in, right?
Yeah.
When you actually you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision whether you want to continue or not. Yeah, because everything can be tough. Like, I would say that even you become a doctor, lawyer, or pilot, like, I would say that every different line, right, they will have, like, their tier. Like, when you're doing okay on a tier 1, like, how to actually go to tier 2. Like, there's a difficult part. Actually, same thing in hairdressing.
Okay.
A lot of people, they are talking about just the passion.
Yeah.
But the passion, right, you need to pay for it. There's a price to pay, whether it's time, whether it's money, whether it's your loved one. Yeah, because if you really want to, like, focus so much on one thing, right, you can't have much time on the other thing. Yeah, so there's a little bit of sacrifice that you have to give out also. Yeah.
What made you worth it? Like, when you were going through that stage, right? How were you feeling that time when you were struggling? Like, were there times
about to quit? Is it that kind of?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Because I want to know what pushed you on.
I asked myself,
Yeah.
do I still want to cut hair?
Okay.
Yeah, is this going to be like a career?
Okay.
For this whole life?
Right.
Yeah, so that would be, like, I would say, a breaking point.
Were there no other options?
There is.
So you had other options on.
Yeah, I almost go into SIA as a air stewardess.
Yeah. You actually mentioned.
Yeah. I went to an interview.
Yeah.
And like actually I went for the second part of the interview also. Yeah. So they almost confirmed me.
Okay.
But I didn't join them after all.
So you made the decision.
Yes, I asked myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Is this going to be like career changing?
Right.
Do I want to go into other career? So I asked myself question, do I still want to cut hair?
Okay.
My answer is yes.
Why do you choose yes?
That is my initial thought.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like in the first place, why would I want to choose hairdressing? Because I know that I really want to talk to the client. I really want to create something with my own hand. So, but maybe you can say that I can be a chef, I can create something, but I don't find that passion. Like maybe once in a while cook, I think I'm fine. But if you're really talking about like, do I enjoy cutting every day? I think I am. Yeah.
So it's because of those times when you were that you find yourself enjoying that craft.
Yeah.
That's why it was a no-brainer.
And it's difficult. And it's very difficult because you you are not fully recover what is hairdressing is, that's the interesting part of it, right?
You don't fully realize it.
You don't know what exactly is hairdressing, which is like you can't do a very good performance yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean for cutting hair and things like that, which is like it makes me even more want to push myself. Which is like I remember I asked myself this: am I really good at what I'm doing already? Yeah.
And
if I'm not, right?
Yeah.
Then finish it. Finish what you started. Yeah. Try to make it the best first. Then if you want to move on to other things, then you should. Because my philosophy is, if you go into other things, you might happen the same problem again. You might do halfway, then you think that it's tough, you think that you're not good enough, then you'll quit anyway. You'll quit again and again. Yeah. So why don't choose one thing? Yeah, try your very best, give in your 100%, 200%. Don't care about what people are saying, don't care about other noises.
Okay.
Yeah. Then if you believe in yourself, just do it.
But it's also because you realize that you enjoyed it, right?
I do.
Would you say that is the key? Because the next question I was going to ask you is that to those people who have not quote unquote found their passion yet,
right,
what would you say to them? They are facing that part. It's very challenging. They feel like giving out already, and then they actually have another option. What do you think is the kind of advice that you give to them? Like what makes them choose one over the other?
Well, we can't predict the future,
right?
But you can foresee something, because I have a feeling that every single individual, right, they roughly know what is their need, and they roughly know what they are talented with. So go through that path, right? Then you choose what is next. Yeah, whether or not that is a passion, right? Passion can come easily and they go away easily also. But the determination is a keyword actually. Yeah, whether you want to keep pushing yourself. But passion can be just start somewhere. Yeah, but without your perseverance, right, you will just give it up easily also. Yeah, just when you love someone. Yeah, it's the first sign can be wow, I 一见钟情 this person, but without the commitment, do you think it will work out or not?
Yeah, I think that's actually very important because a lot of people gets a bit stuck and not knowing what are the when you're in that position when everything seems very bleak, seems very
unclear.
Yeah, unclear. You basically do not know what to choose. You do not know what are the signals you should actually be picking up. Whether you should be listening to your friends, you should be listening to your family, whether you should be even listening to yourself.
Yeah.
I think what you actually point out is actually very important. It's the part whereby can you see yourself continue to enjoy the craft itself, and whatever you're doing.
Exactly. And okay, for my case, right, it's like a journey to recover your personality as well. It's a journey to actually brush yourself, to prove that are you good enough or not. You see, when we come to a society, right, many people they come out, they just want to earn money. Then without talking much on the passion, whether this is the line that we're actually involved with, I would say, elevate your idea, elevate your lifestyle, and make yourself a better person. If we're looking too much into just cash income, then I would say that whatever you are doing, right, you won't be satisfied. Yeah, because money come in and money go out. That's the whole cycle, right? But if you are actually based on your passion to keep polishing up one thing, right, eventually you will see the outcome wonderfully. Yeah, that's how I felt about it.
Is that what you? That's something you realize over the years?
Yeah.
Because I think we all started with money driving us
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Oh, for my case, it's different.
Oh, okay.
It's very different. Okay, at first, right?
Please share, because I think this is very important.
Okay, but I go in, right, with a very simple mindset, very naive in a way.
Yeah.
I just feel like, or maybe because I came up from like a very kampong area.
Okay.
Which is like, I don't have a very big value about money, or I don't have a very huge understanding about how the society is going to run. Yeah,
Okay.
it's more like, oh, you earn a bit of money, you find someone, settle down, like get a baby, things like that.
All right.
Then without knowing so much about the society.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I find myself a little bit funny in such a way that I don't see money as important at first. Yeah, then along the way, right, then things start to come in.
Okay.
Yeah, I know a lot of burdens starting coming. You have to pay for this kind of debt. You have to take what kind of loan. You have to do a lot of I would say a journey to become an adult.
Right.
So there's a lot of things on your shoulder.
Right.
Yeah, that's like when you worry about money.
Right.
Yeah, so I would say that there's the part, right? You have to do a good measurement. Yeah, money first or passion first.
Okay.
I believe there are a lot of I would say new people when they start to join any kind of job, they will get a bit of confused. Yeah, which is more important. Yeah, if you get the bread, then maybe you lost something that you like. And how to actually combine these two things is really, really important. Yeah, I always believe in one idea. If you good at what you're doing, and if you find a way to actually sell it to the society, that will make it big though.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to really, you have to be very transparent to yourself first. Yeah, ask yourself a few questions, and do some homework, do some research, then you launch whatever product you have.
And you recognize the value in what you are trying to create and try to sell to society.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a very valuable point, because it's recognizing how much is enough when you talk about money itself.
Okay, you see, it's never enough for some people.
What I think what you were saying when you say you don't really see that. I think you do see value in money, but it's not more like to you is how much do I need at this point of time. So after that, can I actually invest it in the time for me to actually continue to pursue what I want to do?
Yes.
That's for you. Is that what you're doing right now?
Now is a new level.
Okay, it's a different
now
thing.
is a very different thing.
Yeah.
Because I found a way to actually combine these two things already, which is, I think I'm one
It
of the
becomes
lucky.
clearer.
Yeah, it's more clear, and you know that because initially I don't even want business.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you are doing something that you like, try to put it into business, right?
Yeah.
Like what I say, very confusing. Like you don't know how.
Yeah.
You don't know how to even market yourself. You don't even know how to let people know what you're good at.
Right.
Yeah. Then you have to keep on trying, which is above all this entrepreneurship, right? A very great lesson for myself is because you have to be done already. This business started up, you have to make it work.
Okay.
Because there's so many people that follow you, your employee. like how you actually make sure like they get enough of rice. Yeah, how you make sure that you actually cover their lifestyle, which is like you die have to make it work. Yeah, so I think it's a very great value.
To have this level of clarity, right, where you are right now, right, that you mentioned that you are able to find the balance and find you know the where you are with these two things, between money and passion, right? What would you say in terms of like how would someone get to this point? Is it really just going through experiences?
I think that there will be a combination of few points.
Okay.
Experience is one thing, and the other thing is whether yes or no, this is going to be a helping point. Yeah, because
how do you get to this clarity yourself?
It's not about like you yourself only.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to think about like other people.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not trying to say that I'm trying to help others.
Yeah.
But it's more like if you think that whatever you're doing is right, yeah, is like morally is good. If your point is to help others, then it can make it bigger. Yeah, because if you keep thinking that this is a idea of like bring up your own lifestyle, it can't go very far. I feel. Yeah, it can't go very far. But when you think about like I want to help my friend, or I want to help my staff to build out like their lifestyle, I think the push will be even bigger. Yeah, because you have a bigger push, you see. Yeah, you have a bigger motivation. That once you are motivated to actually make things enhance, right, then you can actually go better.
When do you start to realize that you like to bring up those around you on a journey and therefore help them in their career? Is that always would you say that last time when you first started in your hairdressing career, can you recall if you are someone that it's I mean, I know you're a very humble guy, but let's be transparent. Will you actually say that you are someone that it's you see that you are someone who's actually very helpful?
Okay.
Would you say that? And that's why you feel that maybe going into a business, that's why you actually have this vision that you want to bring up the community.
Okay. With this point where actually I'm still learning also.
Okay.
Because like when you feel that, like maybe I give you an example. When you think that cutting hair, one length is very important, but to some of the hairdresser, they might think that what is it so important about it? But you yourself, you got a full idea already. You have to be very precise. You have to know what is like a very good one length haircut. But the other person does not agree with you.
Okay.
Like how are you going to actually give them like some advice or give them like a correct direction? Yeah, so you can't force them.
Right.
You can only like share your idea, like like why is it important? Yeah, if you give a very wrong message, right, they might feel that you are pushing them. Yeah, so I would say that helping people, right, is tough also in a way. Yeah, because they might don't agree with you.
It's a thing for people to understand that it's just like maybe like consulting your clients, getting to know what they want, and then this is more of a context of getting to know the people who are your colleagues or rather the people that you are leading, getting to know what they actually eventually want.
Something like that. Because by helping people, right, I think that I learned a great lesson as well. Yeah, like how am I going to like be strong and like be more can be a mentor to others. Yeah, so in such a way, right, I need to make sure that I can make it first. Yeah, so in a way I need to push myself. Yeah, if I don't, right, then whatever I'm saying, right, is going to be like just a rubbish. Yeah,
Exactly.
because this is the very I would say very clear point. When people want to follow you, they must see that, oh, you have to be successful first. Yeah. But what's the determination of being successful?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no word to describe, right? Some people say that, oh, you earn 1,000, you're good enough. But some people, you have to earn 10,000, then it's enough. Yeah, so you have to just keep learning. Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right?
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Oh yeah, one thing that I've been wanting to ask. So right now, you've been running your own salon, Be Salon.
Yeah.
At one of the most prime places, which is Millennial Walk, for the past
2 years.
2 years, right?
2 years and 3 months.
2 years and 3 months.
2 years and 3 months, yeah.
Yeah, correct. Because it's been such a ride, right?
Yeah.
It's been such a journey. So 2 years and 3 months at B Salon. And when you first started out, I understand that based on what I read, you actually invested about 300k in the business itself. One important question I want to ask, but before that, I just want to ask: this 300k is solely cold hard cash from you, or you actually take a line of credit?
Cash.
Cash, right?
Cash. We didn't take
You
any
actually
loan.
through every single thing, right?
Yes.
Is it something that you believe that for a lot of entrepreneurs, right, want to start their own business, right? It based on your own experience, right? Why do you not take a line of credit? Why do you throw money on your own?
Okay, partly is because of the line of business that we have. Because hairdressing, the profit that we bring in, right, is actually not as big. So my idea that is, if I'm going to take some loan out of it, then I need to pay some interest, things like that.
Right.
I feel that the pressure is more.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel that the pressure is more. So because when I'm using other people's money, right, I don't think that I will push myself that much. But when I'm using my own money, then I will give in 100%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you are the kind that once you cross over the river, you will burn your own bridge, right? So
Not exactly,
you give your no excuse.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have any excuse of I would just if
No
I want
way to run.
if I want it, I must make it.
So it's a solution that is for
I would
some.
say it's a solution. Maybe it's just my own pattern.
It's your own stuff.
Yeah, it's my own stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, cause I've spoken to some people who actually run businesses. I've also read certain biographies of businessmen. I always see the trend that a lot of people who really make the business, right,
prefer to loan money, right?
No.
Oh.
The very sustainable ones, they really put in their own money.
Oh, okay.
But I just want to hear it from your perspective. That is why, and a lot of them say that, right? Even entrepreneurship nowadays, there's a lot of people the first thing that they actually want to do when they have a business, right? They start to look for investors. They start to raise money.
Okay.
Which at the end of the day, right, the failure rate actually becomes very high because when you have investors, they have in their mind the investors have something to actually accomplish as well. So you probably cannot make your own
The decision making
decisions of if you're taking a loan, maybe you actually kind of feel a bit more comfortable in the sense that the rest of the money is still in your bank.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Is that what you thought? When you say that you felt?
Yeah, I just want to make no return.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more maybe it's a way to push myself. It's just who I am because I don't really own a credit card or things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer to use cash actually. Yeah, because my belief is if I don't have a loan, if I don't have much debt, right, then I have more clear mind to actually do whatever it is. Yeah. Then about the decision making that you're talking about to accomplish some other shareholder or something. Yeah, I think that makes sense also. Because by right, it have to be one decision making, then every single stuff, right, follow that direction.
Okay.
Then it can work better. Yeah. So if your staff know that that part of money, right, is so important because it's a hard-earned money. So everyone can make it better. Yeah. They really might feel that it's actually there's one pool of money. So you work harder.
Basically, your story is basically the classic story of starting from nothing,
Uh-huh.
save.
Yeah.
Use your own money to start business.
Yes.
Don't take a line of credit.
Yeah lah.
And make it work from there.
It's a bit old school, I would say.
But I think that's the most sustainable
yeah.
way. I mean, I have not actually started a business on my own, but I've
Okay.
actually read so many successful stories. Is that the pattern is always like that. I mean, unless you
Yeah.
are big giant unicorns,
That's true.
You know, Airbnb, Facebook, and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I also feel that because it's not. I mean, if you're talking about like starting a business, 300,000 is actually not a lot of money. Yeah, I mean compared to.
But when you're in that position, that's like everything you have.
Yeah, that's everything I have. Yeah,
Exactly.
yes. That's like
everything you have.
if you lost everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is it make you even want to work harder, you know.
Would you say that with your style, right? It really helps to train yourself in the sense that because being a hairdresser, I think is one thing.
Okay.
Being a business person is completely another. Does it force you to train yourself to
combine.
how do you make
Uh-huh.
money when you are not taking a line of credit?
How do I make money?
Yeah, like how do you make every single cent count?
Yeah. Okay, I can't tell you that how do I make the money, but it's more like I roughly know how much I need. I will have like a figure.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Like let's say until maybe May or June.
Right.
How much do I need?
Okay.
Yeah. Then I will like try to calculate how much do I need to work enough to get
Work
that.
backwards.
Yeah. Work to get the pool of money. So that is like a little bit of my style.
I see.
Yeah.
Cool. Then, oh yes. When you mentioned that you are someone who's actually safe, safe since the beginning, right? You've always been a very thrifty person.
No.
Was it difficult for you to save money? Because why I asked this question, maybe because I know you, I think probably midway through or even more than midway through of your career up to today,
Yes.
you've always been a very fashionable person.
Okay.
So on the surface, it's that you really enjoy life, which is great. I think for a lot of people you enjoy. But would you say that when you started out, right, were you always a very thrifty person, or how do you find it? Because a lot of people, I think, when you first started out and you want to actually do a business, right, the challenge is a lot of people struggle to save money,
To get enough
or
fun,
like find a balance in like maintaining your own lifestyle and like saving.
Okay, I think I roughly know how much I need.
Okay.
Yeah, and I wasn't a very safe person.
So since you started,
Since I was a junior stylist, you mean?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think all the way until I reached almost 30. Yeah, then I realized that, oh my God, inside my bank, right, I don't actually have a lot of money.
Okay.
Yeah, when I met my wife, because I need to be very transparent.
Yeah.
So I told her about like, okay, how much I have.
Is it something you can say now?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because I really let her know. Like, okay, that's a little bit about like how I like talk about like money issue, things like that.
Right.
I literally tell my wife that I mean girlfriend back then.
Yes.
I only have like less than 20,000 when I was 30 years old.
Okay.
That is how much I saved throughout the years. Which is I'm not a very like safe person.
Right.
And but it's because like when you actually have a target already.
Right.
Yeah, which is my wife, right, made me realize that I must have some target also.
Right.
Yeah. Then
But because was it because you had a very forgive me for using the lack of better word. Would you say that you were a very spendthrift person for your lifestyle, or was it because you actually mentioned that you invested a lot in causes and things like that?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like you actually anyhow spend money.
Okay, and then I need to break into a few parts. Really.
Yeah.
When I'm a junior stylist until I'm almost 30, I don't really buy a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, because almost every year, right, that pool of money go into learning. Yeah. It's only when I'm 30, like things are a bit more stable.
Right.
Then then I enjoy fashion. Yeah, so I invest a lot into fashion thing. Yeah, but It also made me realize that how to save and spend at the same time. Because my philosophy is like, if you just save, right, and you don't know how to spend money, your money will never waste. Because you will always feel that, oh, I'm enough, okay, this maybe 3,000-4,000 is enough for me to go through my whole month. Yeah, I can save like maybe 1,000, 1,500. I have enough to survive.
Yeah.
But without spending more, right, you are always stuck there. You always believe that, oh, this is good enough already. But with trying to create more experience through spending, and I try to get a better lifestyle. Then if only that I push myself into this extent, then I realize that I can actually earn better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
And once you actually, it will come to the point that you have to save money already.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you're already earning not too bad. So that is like when you can save easier.
So when you met your girlfriend back then, that was when you already knew that one day you're gonna be doing a business. Is that why your mindset shifted and you forced yourself to actually save up to that amount and then you start?
When I save up to that amount, right, it's because I want to start the life with my wife.
Oh,
yeah, like wedding, house, things like that. Yeah.
So that's where it is a do or die goal.
Yes.
Because I would imagine that coming from when you first actually told your girlfriend that the jump to that amount probably will be something that I'm not sure whether you actually is a kind of do or die. I definitely must achieve this amount or something like that.
Something like that. I will keep pushing.
Okay.
Yeah, I will keep pushing.
So you kind of sacrifice within that 5 years a bit of your lifestyle.
About
would you say that?
I think it's about 2 years.
About
2 years. Yeah.
2 years.
When I know that I need to save to that amount, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of slow down my spending already. Yeah.
I imagine it's a drastic change.
Yeah. There is about almost 1 whole year, right? If I remember correctly, I think that 1 whole year, right, I didn't spend anything on myself at all. Yeah. No stuff. I didn't go shopping, anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Just save. Yeah, because I know that I need that money.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe it's not a very correct way to teach other, but I think it kind of prove that it works. At least for me, when I know that I need to achieve somewhere, I must get it. Then I will just force myself to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when you achieve whatever you actually were supposed to actually say, so you mentioned that it was supposed to be wedding and things like that. So the business part actually became clearer later on.
Yes.
So does that mean that when you achieve that amount, that money was supposed to really more of for the family, but the business came in and
yes. Okay,
that was another decision.
Yeah. It's like along the way, suddenly, it just happened that way.
Right.
It just happened that way. Like suddenly, I feel like I must open my own already. I want to do it really. Yeah, because of it's just like your gut feeling. Yeah, it's time to do it. Then I kind of talk to my wife maybe we don't buy fancy stuff yet. Don't get a condo or things like that. Then I initially that pool of money, right, is for our house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for the whole wedding package.
Yes.
Yeah. And my wife is very understanding. Yeah. So when I talk to her, she actually give me a permission.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though that I do save that part of money.
Okay.
Yeah. Then she say that okay, just do it. Yeah. As long as we have a house, then I think everything will be done.
So I think this is the decision making stage, right? That I feel that a lot of people, including myself in the past, it's a very crucial stage, and it's a stage whereby not everyone will feel comfortable in actually making, because especially wedding and setting up a family actually is in the picture, and choosing between that and embarking on a completely new life, I would say, because you're actually running a business.
Yeah.
It's I cannot imagine it being easy at all.
It's okay. It's not easy. It's difficult. That's why it's worth it.
Right.
Yeah. Because if it's easy, right, I would say that everyone is like their own boss. Yeah, they will own like most of the entrepreneurship already.
Yes.
It's because like do you believe in yourself when you actually want to start something? Yeah, and it's a very important message, which is you have to ask yourself, is this going to be ready? Yeah, do you want to do it? So if you get confident enough, if you start believing in yourself, then you can do it.
Right, but what were the reasons that you actually think back, oh, these are the reasons that I feel that I honestly want to know your thought process.
Okay.
Because for me, right, as a person, to actually to give me the kind of confidence that, okay, I'm ready, right, I need to have reasons. That I think back, right,
Reason.
okay, I feel that I have enough regulars, for example. And I feel that based on the relationship I have with my regulars for the past 10 years, I feel that 80% of confidence, right, most likely they will continue to actually support me, and that actually gives me a very solid foundation to actually start my business. I don't know. This is my thinking. If I would do anything like that, was it something that? So basically, what I'm trying to ask is, was it a calculated risk? Like when you actually were jumping in, right? Was it like because I'm a do or die kind of personality, that's why I'm willing to go in, or was it a calculated risk?
I did do a little bit of calculation, like how much I need to be able to like make the business sustainable.
Yeah.
Like I do a simple math. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. And like what you say, like what is the important stuff that to push you to believe in like
that you're ready. Yeah.
To me, it's more like the gut feeling just came in.
Oh, it's a gut feeling.
Yeah. Is it like I have come to the point that I know that it have to be done.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you just have to like I think start a few things, talk to a few people, and whether they believe in you or not. I mean, talk to a few like the future partner that you have.
All right.
As in like those people that's going to work for you. You have to like do a few talk, tell them and ask them about hairdressing. If they actually enjoy your idea, if they actually buy whatever that you are trying to like selling to them, because you need a team. If you can get a team, then they actually trust you enough. I would say that what is the thing to lose? Yeah, because you already get ready your team, so just do it. Yeah.
It's definitely a very, very difficult decision, and
I know it's difficult. Actually, even until today, even until today, I tell you that like now we are actually doing quite okay.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's still difficult. Honestly, it's still difficult. Looking back or looking forward.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still not easy because that you have to start to understand what is business. Yeah. Business is not something like now everything is good. You can just chill. You can just relax. No, you have to like constantly think about what is next. Yeah, how to actually make your staff realize that okay, what is our next adventure? What is the next idea of hairdressing that we have? What is the next thing that we're going to launch? We have to be very ready to go into the competition with like other hairdressing. Yeah, that's one of the good things though, because like it feels like it's always refreshing. Yeah, I mean for me as in hairdressing, it's always fun because like you have to keep thinking, you have to keep refreshed, you have to keep pushing yourself. Like okay, this product is done. Okay, what is next? Yeah, so I'm quite blessed as a hairdresser because I feel that I never been bored as a hairdresser.
You never been what?
I'm not bored.
Bored.
Yeah, I'm not bored.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I'm not tired about it. Like I'm so looking forward to every day to work. I'm very enjoying to meet my client. Even like just do a simple cut, like to change a bit of the look. It actually feels very fun.
I think it's the part where I think probably 99% of the people out there would want to actually try to achieve one day.
Right.
Like, able to actually go to work and not feel like work, because that's where I think you are at your best position in terms of like mentally, you know, like your mental wellness wise, that you can actually really pursue and continue to push through those obstacles that you are
That's right.
that are being thrown at you.
It's more like I think I just hit a lottery. Yeah, it's more like I choose something that I really enjoy doing. I know not every single one out there, right? They are doing whatever they want. They're more like dragging their own body to work, which is quite a sad thing. Which is my advice to myself. sorry.
No worries. 可以喝。来了 good thing coming out.
没有啦 It's just like do you want to waste your time when you go to work, or you want to fully utilize your time when you are at your position? Yeah, because if you go to work, right, just because you have to work, then you are just simply waste about 10 hours a day. Yeah, and like the rest of the time, right, it's more like I don't know what to do next. Yeah, so that 10 hours, right, you can actually send a very good message to all your friends, all your people around you, like to be an example, to be like one of the influencer that tell them what kind of lifestyle that we can create through our career. Yeah, otherwise you'll be very sad. 10 hours every day, so bored. Yeah, and you go into your work, you just keep thinking that, oh, I just need to get my paycheck next month. That's why I come to work.
Have you ever, because I'm sure you've met a handful of junior stylists or stylists that you've been leading.
Yeah.
Some of them obviously have tremendous passion
Yes.
in hairstyling. Some of them, of course, maybe through halfway or maybe after a while, they feel that actually hairstyling is not for me.
Yeah.
What would you say to these people? Like, have you ever told any hairstylist, for the sake of your happiness, for the sake of your life, so that you don't waste your own life, continue to find something that you like?
Okay, this we will touch about a little bit of the talent, natural talent.
Have you told anyone that before?
I did.
Okay, yeah.
I did.
I think it takes a lot of leadership to actually do this, because I think it's I think you do him or her more than good than bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I think some people,
It's a hard truth, though.
it's a hard truth, and it's so that he doesn't waste his time.
Yeah. Okay, I was do a little bit of analyze on that particular person.
Yeah.
Like looking at whether they are suitable or not, whether they have the gift to actually work in a certain line, and I need to be very observant. Okay, I will still give chance. I will talk to them like, how are we going to actually make things work?
Yeah.
Like if you really want to keep continue this line, you have to practice. You have to keep polish. You have to be keen to change yourself. And if they are not willing to change, then maybe it's time to tell them that, okay, maybe you can think about other things. Yeah. Because after all, right, this is still a customer service.
Yes.
Yeah. If you don't involve in customer service, if you don't
Like that.
if you don't enjoy that part, like being serving people, then you can't.
It's very difficult.
It's very difficult because we are not live in the 80s or 70s, which is like customer come in because hey, you can cut hair. Yeah. Now it's more like you have to combine every single element
Because everyone can cut.
Not everyone can cut.
I mean,
but to give a good haircut.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, you have to combine a lot of different elements, like your where's the location of shop, like how is the furnishing, and how is your customer service,
Right.
Like a lot of combination. Like if you lost one of it, right, to some of the customer, they might feel that when you lack of one point, you're zero. Yeah, there's a lot of point there, right? Yeah, but how good when you're actually giving in, but when you actually just took 1 point away, it's considered zero. Yeah, so you have to be ready, in every single category. I would say, if you are not the customer service type, it's really tough. Yeah.
So that's what you tell them.
Then I need to say that to my staff.
And it makes sense.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes.
Yeah.
It's really tough.
Because otherwise, I think you also feel heart pain that they are wasting their time away.
Yes,
Human to human.
I talked to my partner.
Friend to friend.
I did ask some of my junior to choose something else. I mean, it's not up to me to decide.
Right, of course.
But I have to give them a few insight. I need to tell them a few reality check, like whether you are good enough to stay in this line, or I will encourage do you have something else. Yeah, because I see that they are not enjoying. Yeah, like why would we have to waste this kind of time, like asking, oh, you have to keep changing when they are already not enjoying what they are doing. Yeah, and also it's because of this kind of experience I need to come up with other programs, how to make them feel excited, right? How to make them realize that, okay, this is something that is going to change your life. Yeah, so yeah, we have to do some analysis on it, like make sure that we give a correct direction to our staff. So yeah.
So having that kind of experience that you have today, what's that one thing you think a hairstylist should have to be successful?
Oh, being a hairstylist.
Yeah, because you mentioned that, to cut a good hair, all these are these are the things that you should already know.
I think talent is really the first.
When you say talent, is the hard skills?
The hard skill, then your attitude. Yeah, I think I will choose attitude first.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't have the good attitude, and if you don't want to be patient about what you are doing, then your hard skill cannot be done. Yeah, so your attitude has to be very important. Attitude can be combined with a lot of emotion. It can be whether you want to push yourself enough. Yeah, whether you are a perseverant kind of person. Yeah, so it's all about your attitude. Yeah, it determines what kind of person you are.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you still have a lot of inputs to this. We're just talking about it earlier, but I just want to pick your brain a little bit further if you have anything to add. So you mentioned that Be Salon actually was kind of on track of breaking even back then in about 1.5 years.
1.5 year, yeah.
How do you do it?
How do we do it? How do we do it?
Yeah.
You have to know your business.
Okay.
You have to know your business. That will come in with a lot of number already, which is one thing that I hate the most.
Which is when you mentioned it's more you're just this simple math lah. Or was it you hired someone to?
No. We are the one who do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You just have to make sure, right? Almost every month must have a profit.
Okay.
Yeah. Then if you are spending too much, or if there's no income at all, I mean for the salon, you have to study. You have to go and figure out what is the thing that you overspend.
Okay.
Yeah, what is the thing that you overspend? Why is it there is no profit? Then is it your staff is not doing good enough? Then there's quite a few things that you can check into it. That will determine what kind of leader you are. You have to check it out, whether they are just doing haircut, whether they are just good at coloring, whether they just doing perm.
Right.
Yeah, you have to go and tackle which is the problem that your staff is having. Yeah, because your staff is the best value, is it?
Right.
Yeah, they are your asset. Yeah, if your staff is not doing good, then you just simply don't want to say anything.
Right.
Yeah, you just let them be who they are.
Yeah.
Because some of the studies, they don't want to get stressed out.
Right.
Which is they just tell you that, oh, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Yeah, this is me. This is my style. But you have to don't break down for them. You have to really break down what is the thing that they are lacking of. Yeah. But because I can't just allow the hairstylist, right? Every day, every single day, just do a wash and blow.
Oh,
Yeah. If a stylist that every day just do a wash and blow,
Right.
I mean, there must be something wrong with his skill.
right.
Yeah. He never asks the client whether do you need a haircut, which is not it's not right, you know.
Understand.
Yeah.
So so during that period of time, definitely, your team was very frequently being briefed in terms of like what was the status, how was it like, and things like that. I want to ask, as a leader, definitely there were times whereby you sense that your stylist, your team basically probably feel stressed to actually fulfill that the targets and things like that. As a leader, how do you ensure them and pick them up and bring them on?
I do
the
it
journey?
first.
Okay.
I do it first. I show them that like how much I can push myself.
Okay.
Like how many hours that I can make it to actually driven myself, to push myself to what I want, to make sure that the company is earning. Yeah, I will show them first.
Okay.
Yeah. So that it's only when I do that, right, then they realize that, oh, actually we can do it as well. Yeah. If I'm just saying, I'm just telling that, oh, you can actually make this work. Yeah, without representing to them, without showing them okay, how to make it work. Yeah. It just doesn't make sense.
And they will just think that you're talking cock.
I would say that make it make sense.
Yeah.
Show it to them how you can actually do it. Yeah, because a lot of apprenticeship, right, it's more like they are just there to look for a mentor. Yeah, they want to see how things to transform. Yeah, and you can't just telling them, okay, this is how it works. Just like if I tell you 1 + 1 is 2, right? You might know 1 + 1 is 2, but what's the formula? Like maybe they are looking at the formula by not knowing that is a formula. Yeah, so you have to show them. Yeah,
it's true, man. I can vouch for it. Like during peak seasons or especially peak seasons, he can be working as a business owner. You're willing to actually put in the hours, and you can knock off 11, sometimes 12. And someone even told me that yesterday I finished work at about 1. I reached home about 2. Then I'm like, insane.
Because I want to make it work. Yeah. It's just if I want to do it, just do it. Yeah. I won't give much excuse. Yeah.
Cool. In your journey so far, you mentioned that you actually went through periods where you actually struggled. But I want to know what was in your journey so far. Right, what has been the biggest setback so far that you can actually think of? Yeah, what's the biggest setback so far?
Setback for?
In your journey, in your career. What's the biggest that you recall, right, was your lowest period?
Lowest 这个要想一下。
Which means that 他真的 every day it's just
都很开心去做工。
Yeah. No, but before you actually found that such clarity, even you can talk about even since you started as a junior stylist.
The one that I'm talking about,
okay,
I almost quit, then I look for other job. What happened? I feel that I'm not good enough. Yeah.
Was there one incident or 2 incidents that actually, or maybe a series of incidents that you felt that you're just not cut out to be a hairdresser?
Yes, I would say. There's a few experience that I didn't manage to achieve what I thought that is correct for my client. Yeah, I thought that I can.
But a haircut gone wrong.
Haircut, it's not gone wrong. It's not good enough.
Yeah.
Then I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah, that was many years back already.
The customer told you it's not good enough?
Not exactly. It's more I would say that the local client, they're being very, very nice.
Right.
Yeah. Because maybe we are not the outspoken kind of personality.
Okay.
Even it's not that good, right? I think back then they won't literally tell you that I don't think I like this. Yeah, it's more they just
okay.
Okay. Yeah. Then probably they never come back to you.
Oh.
Yeah, that kind of situation.
So because they never come back to you, that's why you felt that.
I myself feel that I did not do a good job because I I know that I can do better, but I don't know how. Yeah, so that was quite low actually. Yeah,
So you gave yourself,
higher expectation.
okay,
Yeah, I want, just like when I was much younger, I thought that I can do it, but to go to that level, like to give a very precision haircut, a very perfect look, it takes more than just I thought that I can do it. Yeah, that's the reason I go out the country, like practice all the fundamental. Yeah, which is like it's just a wake up call that whether you want to focus enough. Yeah, if you're talking about the lowest point, I think this will be yeah, almost like I want to quit.
okay.
Yeah.
Because at that point of time, you thought that you could actually do better. So it's
yeah.
not, nobody told you that, oh, you're not good enough or anything like that. Not even your seniors or your mentors at that point of time.
Okay, this is a bit of the hairdressing thing.
Okay.
Yeah, when you are junior, right, most of your senior back then, they won't tell you much.
Okay.
Yeah, they might say that, oh, this one, your haircut very lousy. Yeah, not good enough. But they won't tell you how to make it better.
Okay.
Yeah, because they might afraid that you become better, then
Yes.
they take away all your clients.
Yes.
Yeah, this is how it
This
works.
was, yeah, okay, the industry.
Yeah, this is the industry.
It happens to a lot of industries.
Oh, yeah,
as well.
yeah, that's true, that's true.
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
So in a way, right, I myself need to go and find out that what's wrong with the haircut. Yeah, is it a formula issue? Yeah, am I really not good enough? Then you will start to doubt yourself. Yeah, am I not a good hairdresser?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Did
it
it
kind of
discourage you even further that the industry was like that? That your environment was not supportive?
even until now, no. Yeah, even until now, which is like I try to change that.
This is why I can see
Yeah.
in your Be Salon, you try to have a very
Yes.
different culture.
we will constantly upgrade our staff, tell them what is the right thing to do, which is a little bit pushy sometimes. yeah, because like the junior
trying to
might not
push
be
the
happy.
culture, yeah.
Okay, it's a very big change, Like I think 20 years ago, right? For those people who actually want to learn skill, they will keep asking, "Hey, how should I do this? Like, how do I make it like more perfect? How do I finalize this product to be better?" That was like 20 years ago.
Right.
But nowadays, the youngster that I feel, right, if you teach them more, they will feel that you're very annoying. Yeah, if you tell them that this thing we can create a little bit of like a different image, they might feel that are you trying to say that I'm not good enough?
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to find a way.
It's an art. It's an art.
You have to find a way to tell them that can be better,
Okay, understand. But going back to the setbacks, right? I just want to really understand a bit further. When you mentioned that you gave yourself high expectations, so there's really no one actually tell you that you're not good enough. You told yourself that, and that's why you
A little bit of mix, I think. A little bit of mix, yeah.
Okay.
Because we are not in the culture that like people will straight tell you in the face that you're bad at what you're doing.
All right.
Nothing like that. But it's more like a combination. You kind of feel that this is not good enough. Yeah, you have to improve on this and that.
Do you struggle with judging yourself too much at times? Looking back,
it means self-condemn.
self-doubt, self-condemn.
Yes.
Okay.
I do. Yeah.
Is that what you realized that it was unhealthy and then you fixed it somehow? How do you deal with it?
Okay, see, you have to go to the bottom before you actually climb up, right? Yeah, so that is something that I would say that it's more like a wake up call for myself also. Yeah, which is I know that it's not good. Like how to do it, how to fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, then you start to do some research.
Okay.
Yeah, you start to find a way to actually rebranding yourself, I would say. Yeah.
So basically, not just judging yourself at a point of time for the sake of judging, but try to see through the smoke and try to see as objectively as possible in terms of like what you're not good at.
Yeah. you have to be more clear about like what you are not good at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of just telling yourself every single day that you're
Yeah.
just not good at it.
If you keep doing that, right, I think you'll quit eventually. Yeah.
Okay.
So like,
Because I think that's what a lot of people actually struggle with.
yes, I agree. Yeah, which is like you have to find the problem, then you have to find a solution to solve it. Like if you keep every day keep telling yourself that I'm not good, then you are not good. Yeah, but if you want to break it out, you have to if you want to really understand yourself even more, then find a way. Yeah, I would say that just keep practice. Yeah.
I think in our conversation before, you actually shared this also, that Be Salon is not your end game. Right?
Yeah.
I want to ask, what is your end game? Have you figured it out? It's okay if you have never figured it out, but
If you-
just tell me your thought process.
Just my
Correct. What do you think is your end game?
I want to encourage more local
Okay.
to come into hairdressing.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel that hairdressing, it can be like it's such a life-changing career. Yeah, it can. I would say that the income can be good if you work hard enough. Yeah, and actually, I don't have much plan yet, like about how Be Salon is going to being a franchise or whatever.
Right.
But whatever that we do right now, right, I want to create a bigger team first. Yeah, because if only I have a bigger team, then I can do more success in hairdressing. But the next thing that we're going to do is we want to encourage more young people to join hairdressing. Yeah. So this is the next few year planning.
When you mentioned life changing, I just want to hear it from you, although I actually probably know the answer, but I think you have more things to add. In your perspective, based on your experience, what do you mean by life changing in this career?
You can bring a better life for your family,
Okay.
and you can actually even help your friend surrounding.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of if they need help, you can be able to actually give in some advice or maybe some money issue.
Okay.
Yeah. You can do a lot of change. Yeah.
And it's something that you mentioned because local, something that a lot of locals don't see it yet, or?
It's basically a very tough line. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a very I would say you have to work long hours, especially when
Basically,
you
it's not something that immediately everyone's first choice. Is that what you're saying?
no, it's not even like a fifth choice or sixth choice.
Okay. So it's the image of
yeah.
of the
of the
the
hairdressing
role, is it? Yeah, of the industry.
something like that. Okay, just like most of the parents, they might want their kid to get into the top first few career,
Correct.
like engineering, lawyer, doctor,
Right.
accountants,
Right.
that few things, which is easier. The status is different. Yeah, but hairdressing, if you work hard enough, right, you can get somewhere also. But people don't see that yet. Yeah, they only see that you're just cutting hair. Yeah, you only just talk to people while you're working.
But with the rise of K-pop, different hair trends from different parts of the world, does that help the industry?
I have to say that it does have some impact.
Does it get
Yeah.
more young people excited? Hairdressing is something I want to try. Or do you still that?
Not that many.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay.
They might want to try a new hairstyle.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at all the K-pop artists,
Okay.
when they have something quite interesting.
Right.
But not many of the young people want to join as a hairdresser. Yeah, it's more like they just want to look good at it. Yeah.
And I imagine, especially for guys, it will be a bit harder because
You mean
am I correct to say?
harder to go into hairdressing?
In a sense that they will not actually think about hairdressing as a career. I somehow feel that a lot of people tend to see it as, this is actually not so much of a job that a lot of guys will actually choose. Is that generally what people are actually seeing?
I cannot give you a solid answer because every single one, they have like their own perspective.
Yeah.
I can
locally.
Locally, right?
Yeah.
I can't decide on the question.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't give you a very solid answer. But I can only say that not many people will actually hang on to the very last day to become a hairdresser. Yeah, there will be people join, then they will quit like halfway.
Oh,
because
okay.
they realize that, oh my god, how many years I need to work, right, to become a good hairdresser. Yeah, they might see that it's taking too long. Yeah, like maybe it might take up to like 4 or 5 years to become like, you know, a okay stylist. Like, I mean, in terms of like good salary, you might need a couple of years to build up.
So
Yeah.
to them, it's like I might as well put the hours in somewhere else.
Yeah.
Where I can actually earn it a bit faster.
They want to have like a solid ground. Yeah, which is like they need guarantee. Yeah, like 2 years later, how much do I get? Yeah, that kind of thing. But hairdressing is not something that we can guarantee you. Like, it really depends on like how much effort you put in. Yeah, if you have more clients, if you actually like, you know, become better on your on your craft, definitely you can earn better. Yeah,
That's why
but a lot of people, they want the guarantee.
That's
Yeah.
why the interest in the craft
Yeah.
itself. It's the
You
one
have
that's gonna
to
take
know a few
away.
things. You have to know a few things. Whether are you a art person? Yeah. Are you someone that is really good at your like drawing line, or like, you know, beautify something? Yeah. You have to understand that first.
Are you
Yeah.
obsessed with that? Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's the
Uh-huh.
yeah. Oh yeah, industry-wise, what are the trends that you, based on your opinion, that you are excited about?
What are the
Trends in general.
You mean what happened at whatever
So
that is happening now?
whatever trends that you see, whether it is specifically happening in terms of like hair trends or like fashion trends in general that's affecting your industry that you're excited about.
I would say that
Currently in 2020.
because every 3 months, right, there will be a collection, spring, summer, winter, autumn.
I have no idea, man.
Yeah, something like that. So whenever this collection came out, right, there will be a certain hairstyle that will came along as well.
Okay.
Then you have to, okay, the fun part, right, is like you have to go and look at like, you know, all this collection and the fashion show, things like that. Then you need to choose what are those hairstyles, right, can actually make it to your own client.
Okay.
Yeah, which is like it will make it quite fun that you're actually trying to do something new to your client.
Okay.
Yeah, because customer have habit. Like I'm used to this stuff. Yeah. Let's say ladies who have long hair, they don't want to change. But by looking at the collection, then you can actually tell them that, oh, this is something new. Would you like to do something different?
Okay.
Yeah. Because like by using some example, right, of the collection, you can push as a trend. Yeah, but whether the trend, right, will work out for the individual one, right, that is very subjective.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the stylist have to choose. Yeah.
Do you gain inspirations about like trends and all this by observing like what's happening even in the media or anything like that? Is that what you do?
Yeah. I think this is part of the secret weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to be quite sensitive about,
yeah.
like what is now.
Okay.
Yeah, what is in.
Okay.
Yeah, and like whatever that is like not trend anymore, try not to, like, you know, like give it back to your client.
Okay.
Yeah, which is like that's why you want to tell yourself whether you are like advanced hairstylist. Yeah, whether you are a good hairdresser, because you can't cut something that is, you know, based on like 10 years ago hairstyle,
Right.
still give it to your client.
Yeah.
You have to be sensitive enough.
Yeah. Although things that are like 10 years ago, of course it will be resurfaced, but you also have to be sensitive. Oh, like is it up and coming kind of thing?
Yes, have to. Yeah. And also my wife is very trendy also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
She will always
So
like, you know, this is good, this is
So
good.
she does a lot of the research.
Yeah, she will. Yeah. Then she will bring me to shopping.
Okay, cool. Alright, that's the end of the more serious talk questions. The next round we're going to go into is actually more of a quick rapid fire series of questions. First one, actually,
Okay.
I think it's going to be quite fun to actually know from you. If it wasn't for hairdressing, what would you have pursued instead?
Musician.
Musician.
Yeah.
Particularly which area of music?
Violin.
You play violin?
Yes, I do.
See? I knew this round was going to be fun.
Yes.
Do you still play violin?
I don't have enough time to
You're
practice.
great.
Grade
You're
6.
Grade
Yeah, I have a Royal London cert. I'm not kidding. I have a grade 6 of Royal London cert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. You were in a band?
No, orchestra.
Back in
My school day.
Kedah?
Kedah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn cool. What else do you play?
Guitar, drum, bass.
But your favorite is violin.
I won't say that the favorite is a violin. Violin is more like because I really paid to learn. Yeah, but guitar is more like, just hang out with one group of friends, just keep learning.
What was your first encounter with violin? Like what?
To me, it's classical.
Classical.
Yeah.
You know why I ask? Because a lot of people like whether you are staying in kampong, whether you're staying in city, I think in the 90s and 20s, it's more of a either guitar or piano kind of thing.
Yeah.
So violin is actually kind of wow. So I want to know like, what was the first encounter with violin?
Okay, back in those days, I remember there's this lady called Vanessa May. Yeah, Vanessa May. She made violin cool.
Okay.
Yeah, she put into like different element.
I see.
Make it like a rock kind of classical. Yeah, it's like a mixture.
So
yeah,
you
so
like
I thought that it's actually quite fun.
So you say,
Yeah.
Mama, I want to go and learn violin.
Yeah, I'm blessed like because my mom used to work in Singapore, so I have enough of pocket money to go and learn violin.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's very cheap in Malaysia. Yeah, I mean back 20 away.
You learn from the Royal London.
Learn from
Yamaha?
The cert is from
Yeah, but you learn from
it's just like Yamaha school.
Yamaha.
Yeah, Yamaha school. Yeah.
Because I also did piano.
Oh, okay. Impressive.
So I'm the normal one. Say either piano or guitar kind of thing. Okay, second question. What's the total number of your tattoos right now?
Wow. I need to
That's
count.
not a question. That's the first part of the question. What's the total number of your tattoos?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 16.
I hope you've been staying until this part of the episode because if you actually miss this one, this is the most enjoyable part.
25?
25?
25, I think, yeah, 25.
Okay. The real part of the question, what's your favorite tattoo and why?
What is my... Oh, this one, you can't ask this in front of my wife, Yeah. I think that let's look at the eyes first.
Okay.
Yeah, because these eyes belong to my wife.
Okay.
And I also don't want to get a full picture of my wife. That would be too cheesy.
Okay.
Yeah, so the eyes will be good enough.
Okay.
She keep her eyes on me.
Keep your eyes on you. Every time you look at your watch,
Yeah.
eyes there.
Yeah, I think the second one would be I think it would be my parent. Then that's
very cool.
Yeah, then the third will be my grandpa.
I've never seen that.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, my grandpa.
I've seen this.
Oh, okay.
Was this
No,
when was this added?
From last year.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is my grandpa.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yep. It's all about my family.
What's that 113?
113, yeah. That's a secret.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll cut that out. Okay.
113, yeah.
Next one is also on your tattoo.
Yeah.
But specifically one piece of tattoo that I always found it very interesting and you were the first one that I thought that, hey, no one really actually put that kind of tattoo on your arm.
Oh, okay.
Although I don't have any tattoos. And that's the tattoo of your hometown.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
What is your favorite childhood memory?
Freedom, stress free,
Mm.
and you don't know about the world.
Was there any particular memory, incident that reminded you of your time, or it was just a collection of memories? If you were to pick up one.
It's just a collection. It's just a collection. You mean why I put
No, it's
the,
not one.
oh,
Like, what was your favorite childhood memory?
what's my favorite childhood? Like
Can you think of one thing?
if I have to say about one thing, it's like you don't need to worry about money now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because everything is just so simple. Like you don't need to worry about the future.
I imagine
Yeah.
you running around the fields with someone like that.
Of course, paddy field.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which is that. That's
Fly
why I have a
kite.
paddy field.
Fly kite
Yeah,
and all
fly
that.
kite. Play on the train track. Yeah.
Nice. Last question.
Okay.
But I think it's gonna be a very valuable one to a lot of people out there. Do you see yourself as a business person first or an artist first?
I see myself as an artist first.
Okay.
Yeah. Business come next.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if you don't have a picture of what kind of person you want to become, the business is always like a commercial type. Yeah. Then you will always worry about money. Yeah. Then you will lose whatever that is initial. You will lose your passion. You will lose your character, and it's more like you just like looking out for what the world needs, not what you need. Yeah. So I would say that find yourself first. Yeah. Understand what can you need. Yeah. Try to look deeply. Try to do a lot of calculation of whether this is something that I can or cannot be. Yeah. And when you decided, the business comes next.
Finding yourself. I think that's a very good note to actually end this podcast. Thank you so much,
Thank
bro,
you.
Sham, for doing this episode. I think there's a lot of value to a lot of people who are trying to step into the creative industry, or specifically even hairdressing industry. If you guys are curious about his Be Salon, actually a millennial. If anyone were to actually try to find you on social media,
social
where are you
media.
most active on?
Well, Be Salon. Yeah, just
Be Salon itself. Okay, Be Salon or SG, is there a SG? Be Salon SG, right, on Instagram, right?
My Instagram, Sham.
So anybody who wants some life advice, can they just DM you?
Can, of course.
Yeah, just DM him on Sham Milton, SHAMMILTON on Instagram.
Okay.
Alright, thank you so much, guys. See you guys in the next episode. Bye bye. Okay.